With Craft Designs on a beautiful Friday afternoon in Colorado. How are you all doing? It is a gorgeous day, I have to say. Let's see if everything is working, but I think it should. I'm getting too confident with this. That means I need to watch because otherwise it's always taking a little bit. Yeah, I see live here, so that's working. So I think I'm good. Just waiting for some comments to come in, so I know the chat is working as well and YouTube is working, but it's always a little bit of a delay. But yeah, I see something. Hi Linda, hi Saskia. Yeah, please say hi and hello, and if you have a beautiful day. um, and we have a beautiful weekend ahead of us here, and it's Mother's Day weekend. So Sunday is Mother's Day here in Canada as well. I know in the Netherlands as well. I think the UK had it already. But yeah, so Mother's Day. I'm going to work with the beautiful Spring Blossom collection from Angelica. And what a great gift that would be. So if somebody's going to ask you, which happens in our family, Mom, what would you like for Mother's Day? Or just give yourself a present. You can buy the beautiful Spring Blossom collection with 20% discount on our website, ecraftdesigns.com and ecraftdesigns.uk. Hi Anja, hi Petra, hi Sylvia, hi Kathy, Femke, Anita. I know I'm going to have fun, Anita. Teresa. Hi everybody. So I see YouTube is working as well, so that's great. I had to call Mark just before because I clicked a button again that I should not have done. But he's, that's the technology. He takes over my computer and sitting from home. He works on my computer. It's all, that's handy these days. So thanks again, Mark, for fixing that. But yeah, hi everybody. And bonjour de Bordeaux. Bonjour Mathilde. Je ne parle pas français. That's about the only thing I can say. No, I can understand a few things, but yeah, welcome. Yeah, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Mothers of cats, mothers of dogs, mothers of children, mothers of guinea pigs, anybody. Mice, we have the beautiful mice, the paper mice. Hi everybody. So, and of course celebrate every day, because that's, try to celebrate every day, because I'm a big fan of that. Greetings from Maine. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to work with the Spring Blossom collection, and I'm going to turn my camera around and then see what we're going to do. And I have to say, we had a wonderful, yesterday we did our coffee and crafts for the first time, which was wonderful. A lot of you tuned in, so that is new. Next week, Liz will do that. And yeah, looking forward to that. And I have to see, because I have to, well, you don't see that. I have to pick my agenda, because, see, I know Rihanna will be live. Who is live on Monday? Liz will be live on Monday. That's a treat. And then Rihanna will be live on Wednesday. That's a treat, because Rihanna has a whole different spin on the flowers than Liz does. So Liz, I know, is going to do the magnolia. And then I'm going to do the cherry blossom today, and Rihanna will surprise you with something beautiful as well. Hi Mark, I just thank you again for fixing my thing. And the next week Friday is Heather, and next Thursday is Liz. And with the coffee and crafts, you might have seen it. I finished my that's my little book that's going with me. I finished my coloring here, so that's going to go on a card. So really enjoyed doing that with the coffee and craft. Yeah, the flowers are absolutely beautiful. So what I'm going to work with is the cherry blossom. So that is this one. So it's number 2244, cherry blossom. And I'm also going to use the paper, and I know Angelica showed you that already. And I'm just going to show you the front here, the Spring Blossom, which is C031. And that paper is absolutely gorgeous. And I know, of course, Angelica did the lives, and she, she's more modest. But honestly, that paper is fantastic. And what I did is, and I hope to get to that as well, so I cut out the panels. So you actually get 2 sheets of panels, of these panels in the paper pack. So that means you have 12 card fronts right away. So you can just add if you need a quick card, just at a happy birthday or thinking of you or whatever you want to put on there. Or I was thinking I can do a little 3D bird on there if I want to. If I want to make something on there, I can make the bird, put it on here. But look at those panels. I mounted them on cards just so you can see how pretty these are. It's absolutely stunning. J'adore. I know that one, Matilda. J'adore. You love it. Thank you for that. It's absolutely gorgeous. And of course, like, comment, and share for a chance to win the $50 gift certificate or euro gift certificate, of course. Look at that. So you got 6 gorgeous panels and then you got double. So you got 12 gorgeous cards already just from the paper pack. Buy 12 cards. You're way over the money that you pay for the paper pack. And you have 12 gorgeous cards already. Wink of Stella painted over those flowers. That is a great idea, Belinda. I know I have some of those somewhere. What I would do as well is use the, I don't even know if they're working, but I have the gel pens here. That would work great as well. Yeah, and you can water those down a bit. And as you know, you can actually watercolor on our paper as well. But Wink of Stella, great idea. And then this one, I did not mount yet because I thought this would also be fun to do some paper piecing here. And so I leave that flat and then I trim out this part and then put that 3D on this one. That will be nice. And then you can cut out this one as well and you can put that 3D on another card. Just not over it, but because here I like to have the 2 panels, but I think that would be a nice idea as well. So I know, Peter, it is a beautiful, beautiful collection to work with. So, but I say just the cards, if you can get the card fronts, you have 12 beautiful cards for the paper pack price, which is cheap then. Cheap. Okay, so what I have here, you see, I cut a whole lot of the blossom parts. I already colored that branch, and the colors I'm using, this is just not in the screen, but I'm using the oxide, so I'm using the ground espresso, bundled sage, forest moss, kitsch flamingo, and this is the aged mahogany. And what I tried, because when I looked at the paper, so I got a panel here, when I looked at the paper, I kind of tried to be as close to the colors from the paper itself. You see, it almost blends in there. So that's kind of what I tried. Hi Cindy, nice to see you here. Yeah, so that's what I tried. That's what I'm going to try here. Same with the leaves. I know I colored some leaves already. Here you see, this kind of blends in a little bit as well. So, and then the branch for the ground espresso, you see it's a darker branch here. So kind of that was my inspiration for the colors. Of course, you can use any color medium. How come ECD is asking me to send 200 stars? Never do that. No, they try that. That's a way Facebook works. We didn't ask for that. And I don't know if you can turn it off. But I think if you send stars, I don't even know I don't know the system, how it works. But I don't think you should do that. So ignore, delete, or whatever. And yeah. I honestly don't know how it works, but don't do it. We don't need stars. We need you here. I think we don't need stars. And I don't know if it's a pay thing. That would even be worse. So don't. And I'm sorry, but sometimes they do the commercial stuff without our approval, but don't do it. Yeah. Oh, I got 100 stars. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how it works. But make sure you don't pay for anything. If anything they ask you to pay for, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay, so let me do some flower centers here. Oh, you got it as well? And I don't know. I will ask. For me, it's been a while because I ignored it. And then so for me, it's not coming anymore. Hi, goedenavond, Nicole. So I honestly don't know exactly how it works. So I'm going to do front and back. I think the stars, yeah, exactly, don't do it. You can close that tab on the top right. Okay, close the star tab on the top right. Please do so. Do I see that myself as well? On my iPad? Is it? No, I don't know how it works. No. I'm not going to touch my iPad because then but yeah. Those are a little brush. I know, I honestly got these because I was traveling at the time, I think. I got these on Amazon, but Spellbinders has these brushes as well. It's just a flat brush. It has a flat brush at the ends. And you will see that when you do the, so in the Netherlands, I'm sure Doeding will have those. And I'm sure if you look at your store, I know Spellbinders sells these. And it's just a flat brush. Exactly, Klaske, there you go. That's what I knew. There we go. I'm just doing a few on each size. Yeah, and 20% off on the bundle. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous. So I don't want you to send stars, but I would love you to send hearts for Angelica's beautiful collection. Although I know Angelica is not here at the moment because she has another obligation. But that collection is just absolutely beautiful. And of course, like, commenting and sharing doesn't cost anything. So we love that when you do that. But I'm hoping to see... No, Sharon, no. Oh, Ontario. Oh, sorry. I'm thinking about Ontario. I'm thinking about Canada. Yes, I will be there next week. Is that no, that's not next week. Oh, are we at Ontario? I think Joop. Oh, he doesn't hear it. When is the Ontario one? If you tell me when it is, I can see if I'm there. Because I put them all on my agenda. They are actually on the on our website. It says the shows. Thank you, Femke. October. I think we are there. But it says on the website, it says which shows we are doing. But I'm pretty sure we're doing the Ontario show. We do. Let me see. Yeah, we're still looking for some help in Pleasanton, by the way. Yeah. Oh, okay. I don't see it in my agenda. I should have said. Because... Oh, Ontario is... oh, that is right after our retreat. So we fly from Banff straight to Ontario. Yes, so we are there. We will be there. October. End of October. Yeah. And if you know somebody that wants to help us in Pleasanton next week, let them know. Puyallup, we're pretty much set now, I think. But Pleasanton... So you see what you can do now with this brush. You can just... You see? And of course I'm using a soft finish cardstock. Never, I forgot to mention that. For me it's so normal that I use the soft finish. But the PSF 144 I'm using, of course. Because our soft finish cardstock is fabulous. It has that little texture. Thank you, Nans. So, yeah, and this is just really easy to, of course, to do smaller areas. Because you will see, I will do a few more, but you will see if I do the small ones, I just get a smaller brush. There we go. And then here, so if you do the small one, this one, I'll do a few of those as well. And I'll take the smaller brush for that. And then you just color that as well. You see, then you get those nice centers and the outside stays more white. It is actually I have a tree, well, two blooming trees in the back here, not a blossom tree, but something similar, kind of looks like it. But one gets little purple flowers, and that just started. Yeah, because we got, like, in the mountains, there was quite a bit of snow this weekend. I could see when we drove into the snow was on the foothills, so it just didn't reach our house, but we could see it from when you drive into the street, the end of the street, you see the hills, and the snow was there. So it just didn't come to the bottom, but we sure saw it. Okay, some more. And again, this is so easy to do and so relaxing, of course. So relaxing. So relaxing. There we go. How many do I have? I think I have pretty much already. And what I like to do as well, and I do that with the larger ones. I need some more centers. Let me color some of these quickly. Both sides again. So you can see it, you can go ahead and it goes, quite quick. Snowy yesterday. It was snow. Oh no. So no boating weather yet, Diane. No boating weather yet. Yeah, no. We could see it again. We could see it, but it did not reach our neighborhood. Well, it's basically the neighborhood, but it's not. Yeah, it's not our streets. But it's not. That was the day that I said it during the coffee yesterday as well. That was the day that I said, "Oh, I don't miss the mountain, living on top of the mountain," because this snow, when you get this snow this time of year, it is super heavy. So to kind of, you can a lot of times you cannot use your machines because it's too heavy. Because the kind of the road has been warm because of the sunshine we had, the beautiful weather. And then when the snow is touching the warm road again, it's kind of melting, but then you get more and more on there. So it's getting really heavy slush. And it's not just a small layer like I'm used to in the Netherlands when we had snow. No, it's a big layer of slush. Yeah. I know, Susanna, it is, eh? The soft finish is absolutely fabulous. And with the mouse, of course, it's nice to see the structure as well. Oh, this one I cut off a little bit, I see. Hi, Terry. Nice to see you here. Talk about snow and shit. I know. Oh, here it's Sandra. Here it's super warm as well now. I have the plants out, but I promise you, like one time, because I know for sure I got plants for Mother's Day one day, and then we got that heavy slush on top of the mountain. I had to take all my plants inside, heavy, heavy, heavy. And then we had to leave some outside, cover them in plastic, and oh my goodness, it was a lot of work. But I know when you live on top of the mountain, you need to wait. I had the same when we lived in Canada. Bought them too early. But it just happens. I'm excited, and when I spill beans here sometimes, it's just because I'm too excited. A few weeks ago and drove through a snowstorm. Oh, you're not used to that, Sharon. No. No. And that's what you have, eh? Because when you're not used to it, that's when the traffic jams happen. And here people are used to driving in snow, but you still need to be careful. But here, kind of people are used to it, so that makes a difference. Okay, did I do all these sides for this one? This one still. Okay, I'm getting there, and then we're going to do some leaves, and then basically I can start building already, which is nice. That's all done. Putting those here. On my pile. I've got a lot of middle ones. I might need to do one or two more big ones. Wait, let me do some big ones still. Is that ready? That one is ready. Ready. Just putting it in my little piles here. Okay. Join our monthly challenge. What do we have this month? Circles. Oh, I need to work with that. I am, I am thinking the ATC coin set has some great circles in there. Some decorative. Oh, I can see it already. Yeah. It's in my head. The ATC coins. You have the beautiful stamps. You have that is a great set to work with. Because you have all those. Oh, Texas. 61% humidity. Yeah. And I don't like the humidity. That's the part I do not like, and we don't have that here. It's a dry cold, which makes it much nicer, and then a dry summer heat as well. So it can be warm here, but yeah. So this afternoon we're taking the RV to like a harvest host, and it's about a half an hour away from Mark's house, and it's an alpaca farm. And Joop says we had alpacas on the mountain as well, and then he always says, they don't belong here. It's not alpaca country, but people love those. We had a neighbor, and they were adorable. We visited those with Tom and Annika when they were little. Those people moved now, but they had the most, because they're soft, and there's the small ones. The babies are super cute, And then tomorrow, so we're staying there one night, and then tomorrow Mark and Danielle are coming with the kids, and then they stay in the RV for a night. First night with the kids in the RV. So let's see how that goes. We don't get a phone call tomorrow night. We're coming. They don't sleep. Could just happen. That could just happen. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, let's see. That could just happen. Okay, now clean my hands, and then I'm going to take another piece. Oh, ooh, 90. Wow. In Austin, it's supposed to be 97, and it's only spring. That is way too hot. That is too hot. Yeah. Yeah. I know, Karen. That's a great one. I need to write it down. I'm going to write it down because I have sticky notes always. So Liddy going to go ATC, coins, circles. Okay. On my desk. I need to write it down because it will be out of my head. Because my head is too full sometimes. Too full. Okay, some leaves. Just because, you know, when cherry blossom blossoms, you actually don't have a lot of leaves. Because then you get the flowers first and then the leaves take over. So I only need a few leaves. Not so much. Going to do the bundled sage first. Minnesota next week. Also that warm. Oh, yeah. That is not fun. That is not fun. I want to leave a little light there. You can leave a little light in the top. I'm touching it a little bit, but I want to have a little bit of shading. I have a smaller brush for that as well. And with those brushes, I know David and Annette, they have all the separate, I can use separate brushes for separate inks. I'm bad at that. I just clean them and then I go back in another ink if I want to. But I use these most for the oxides, I have to say. Because I use them with the mouse a lot. When I color the mice pieces as well, like the clothing or the smaller pieces. This does too much. It looks too. I need to. Okay, and then I will also show you how I made the flower bud, because that's with the oxides, because they're opaque. It is easy to do. Hello through YouTube. Barbara, nice to see you here. Yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're new to it, because Facebook is deleting the content after 30 days now. So make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel as well, because then you can always find back everything we did, because we're uploading everything there as well. And nothing will be deleted here on YouTube. So Facebook it will, YouTube not. Till they change something there, but for now. Okay, I will do 6 leaves. So, 7 I have here. That's fine. That will be enough. Because I will tuck them away a little bit. I know. Thank you, Maria. That is really because I looked at, I don't know if you got that when you were here, but I really looked at the paper from the paper pack. And I really tried to match the colors here. So I have the ground espresso. For the people that came in late, I have the ground espresso oxide. I have the bundled sage oxide. I have the forest moss oxide. I have the kitsch flamingo oxide. And I have the aged mahogany oxide. And yesterday I refilled some oxides for the first time ever. I have the refills. Well, I was actually missing a few, I noticed. But it was the first time that I refilled some oxides. And I have those for a long, long time. But I did so many mice, of course, by now that I needed to refill those. And but I need to buy a few refills. Did not survive. Sadly, my delicious cherry tree did not survive. There are now no flowers or leaves. Femke, what happened to that? Was it new? Was it a young tree? Was it young? Because normally it should survive. Hey, I'm sad about that. I want to have the middle size for a green as well. Or I can do the small one. Was it a young tree? Did it froze? Because that's kind of, you see, I don't want that dark color so long, so so strong. So I kind of start on the side and then just pick it up, go on there. You see, so not too much. Just that. Because I know I refilled that one. You fill your ink, but then are you talking the small distress? Because the distress I refill more, I have to say, the regular distress, but the oxides not so far. Not so far. And you know what I want to do with these with this branch as well? I might put it on a card, but I also have one open spot here on the board in front of me from a frame that I took to the expo. You know, I have all those shadow box frames here, and I think like the branch on a frame will be absolutely gorgeous. So I thought maybe I make a new frame as well. But look at this. Oh, it's just, you know, you see it kind of coming together. Distress and also oxides, use them every day. Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, you do more ink than I do, Anita. I know that. But it's a lot of work. And, you know, and might have to do with the altitude because some of my oxides were kind of flowing over a bit, like so it kind of was in the lid. So I had very dirty hands doing that. And of course you need to shake them. And I think even Ranger now has a shaking thingy, but I didn't use that. Okay, that's that. Then what I want to do is, for this one, I'm going to edge a tiny little bit with the ground espresso, and I'm using my regular felt for that, because it's really only edging, like here a little bit. So just a tiny bit. That's no, and all the chairs here, but before I got it, it was cut wrong. Oh, okay. I'll tell you. So Mark did a very bad pruning job on his blossom tree. That he had a guy come over and he said, "Oh, that one will die absolutely," but it did not happen. Same with two trees on the other side of the street. On the other side of the street here, I have a neighbor with a kind of a blossom tree, and that was storm damage. And they also said, "Oh, we don't know if it survived," but they both survived beautifully. Okay, so that's that. Put that here. Then I'm going to take some aged mahogany and I'm going to edge a tiny bit, and I want to see, oh, not with that one, if that, because I did a little bit with the pink on the edging of the of this one, but I want to see if I edge this. Oh yeah, oh, that's nice. Not all the way, just like a few random leaves. I'm going to edge as well, because if I did the pink it hardly showed up, so just a tiny bit just gives it a little bit of extra. Okay, just gives it a little bit of an edge. All this yumminess to work with, that is just me. I love that. So again, treat yourself, treat yourself. There's probably an International Women's Day as well, but I think every day is Women's Day as well. So every woman needs to treat herself every now and then. But that's a shame, Femke, from the tree, eh? I would have. That is a shame because it's a beautiful tree. That's. Do I have all the sizes here? Oh, I think I did not do the smallest ones. Well, I have the large branch here, so I think that's. I have a flower bud there already, because you see I forgot the smallest one. So, but I'm doing the big branch, so I'm fine. But there's even a smaller flower here that I did not color. So you have four sizes. Four sizes. But I sure have enough to work with here. So on this one, I did that earlier. I did the pink, but I like the mahogany better on the edge. this one, I did that already. Okay, what a yumminess. Yumminess. Okay, here I have the flower bud. I need to show you that, how I color that. Do a little bit on that as well, but not too much. And I have one more tiny one here and here. Okay, and then we can start shaping and making stuff. And what I did with the larger ones as well, so that's good. I'm going to call the flower. So I take the tiny brush here and I take a little bit of the mahogany and just in the center there. Just in the center. That's too strong. Again, I refilled that one probably as well. Just a tiny bit in the center. And I will lift the flowers up when I'm done here. But it's coming together beautifully. Beautifully. No, it's coming together when I start. Oh, I still have half an hour. I will be fine. I will be fine. Watercolors would do well with those flowers. Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, for sure, Diane. Then I should take some of the ones I have. Oh, you know what I do? I make a little pocket. Or I take one of those plastic sleeves. And then I do the rest what I have here. I put it in my to-go journal. That's a great idea, actually. That will be fun to try. And so the soft finish cardstock is not a watercolor paper, but for small projects like this, you can absolutely use that. You can use it. So for the small ones, I'm not going to do it because I don't think I could do a little dip, but no, that doesn't matter because that gets the little centers there. I'll get all my leaves here that I did, and then I only need to color because I want to show you how I did that flower bud there. Let me see that one. Leaves, leaves, leaves. Centers, of course, it's nice when you separate it right away, but hey. Those. And then I have these ones. Oh, I love, you see how, isn't that yumminess? Hi Sandra, you are fine. Cindy was here before. I don't know if Cindy's still here, but Cindy was here. Is it warm already where you are, Sandra? Is it warm already? That's, and then I have some of the smaller ones there. There we go. I love, what a beautiful colors. Else. Beautiful color combination here. Okay, that's that. I have the branch already done, of course, and I will show you the little flower bud because then I have one more. You see, I've got that already. So I'm going to slide this to the side, and I have that flower bud here. So let me show you. So I took the espresso. Flowers and stems would. Oh yes, Anja, that is true as well. That is true as well. So I just take that small brush here and I'm going to the top here and then I stay away from that part there. Here I'm working on this one. You see that one? I will keep it close. And then I will take the smallest brush for some. So I need to clean it now because there's a red on there. So what I do is I just take a piece of paper towel and then till I don't see any color coming off. Very hot in Jacksonville. Oh, okay. Cindy is still here. Hand pink waving. Hand pink waving. Cindy is still here. Hand pink waving. Sorry, I have no idea what you mean there. Is she waving to me with a pink hands? So you see when you have that smaller one, you can basically kind of stay away a little bit from the top, leave that more white. Yeah, I don't know what you mean, Sandra, sorry. But she's with you then, I see. So a tiny bit of color touch there. And now I still have that piece left here. You see that you want to make green. So I'm going to do that also with the tiniest brush from the green. I'm going to clean that as well, but it looks like there's dark green on there. Let me see. So that's also clean. And going to take the bundled sage for that one. Yeah, you know, it's easier. It's easier, Renee. It is easy. Thank you, Barbara. So just, you see, and then you can just, and because oxides are opaque, it will go over that brown. There you go. And then I know I etched that one a little bit with the brown as well. And now I have 2 flower buds. Oh, I'm home. She works from her home. Okay. There we go. Well, that should be enough to make a nice branch. Let me take this. I'm going to get another sheet here because I'm going to glue now. Oh, shape first, of course. Shapey. Oh, here. Right in front of me. Wait, let me put this. I'm going to close my ink so I can kind of move those up a bit. Then I can move everything up a bit. Close everything. And you know I have a beautiful display for my, and I have like felts underneath my, so for the people that are new, I have a little Velcro here, and the back side of your felt fits on that Velcro. So that sticks there, and I have the same, well, not the same, but I have all my, not with Velcro, but with my regular distress, they're all in the back there. That is really wonderful to kind of use. Thank you, Julie. Hi, Krista. Oh, technique for cloning your brick. Oh, okay. You mean what I do with the paper, or is there a... Yeah, no, with the paper. That's just what I do. Okay, move this up a bit. Look at those flower buds. She just did an amazing job. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I cannot wait to put this together. Look at that. Love it. Okay, so I have a ball stylus here. I have my teaspoon, of course. But I think a little bit of ball stylus on the back here. And then just give it a little pinch. I think that will make a beautiful... Look at that, you see? Simple, but effective. Was when you said in Montreal, when she came to make and take. Oh, with Natalie? We talked about it with Natalie. Turn it around. Give it a little pinch. And of course you can do layers. And I can spray this a little bit with water, but of course with the oxides you need to watch. So then I should use the other inks. But honestly, if I put this on a frame or on a card, that will be fine. That will stay in shape. So that's ink box you made. Oh yeah, Anita, that is fantastic. In my second-hand display, I think that might have been my best second-hand. It was when I lived in Pine. My best second-hand find ever. I don't know. Was it? It was when I lived on the mountain. Where did I find it? I don't know anymore. In a second-hand store. That might have been my best second-hand find ever. If you didn't see that yet, there is a video from a craft room tour. From my craft room tour on YouTube. No spoon. I can do a spoon as well, but this is smaller. But here. There we go. But I tell you, it's harder to find those small spoons here, I need to start importing small spoons from the Netherlands. Teaspoons, small teaspoons. Because I know when I ordered teaspoons here, I showed you that. Then I got the really big ones. Now my spoon is always at hands. Always at hands. But I'm keeping this simple because I think that is just the beauty of the florals from Angelica as well. You can make them as intricate or as easy as you want to. And I always tell people I don't do difficult. And we have design team members that make the most gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous things. And I know Angelica showed you that showed you those samples in her video, the introduction video, and on the live from Wednesday. Teaspoons for the ECD. Yeah. So she showed all the gorgeous, gorgeous samples from the design team. So if you didn't see that, rewatch those because they are amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, little ones. Just going to shape those as well because then I have it all shaped and ready to go. And then putting it together will be, I'm just going to do this, will be the least work. So don't forget to watch Monday. Liz will be here and she's doing a very delicate, a beautiful technique with the magnolia. And then Wednesday, I guess Rihanna will do more mixed media like. But, you know, I did not see what she was going to do yet. But, you know Rihanna, so she probably will do something completely different. And that is the beauty. Because we say creative freedom, so you do whatever you like to do. Whatever you like to do. But this collection is so pretty. Okay, these little ones just get a pinch. Oh, I don't have enough of those if I want to use all the flowers, but I'll see if I need to do a few more. I can easily do that. Okay, that's that. Toot, toot, toot. And you can do more flower centers as well in one flower. That is all up to you. Here we go. These ones I turn around for a second. I'm going to give those a little ball stylus as well. One has given me an idea. Has anyone tried distressing the surface of the paper with sandpaper before inking? Okay, so you mean the soft finish cardstock, Laura? I don't think I did that. That might be something. Then, so ink it first and then sanding it. Then the question is, your question would be, do you still see the structure or will the white show through? I would probably ink it and then sand it. If you're talking about the white soft finish. I know. And we're so happy with the team. Like, we have fantastic design team members as well. It really is a lot of fun. And the collections to work with. Oh my goodness. It's so much fun. It is so much fun. Okay, those. Done. Now these ones. And then these ones I will give a little. I have a lot of these. Oh my goodness, I might go over time a tiny bit. But I think as soon as I can start putting it together, it will go fast. Thank you, Emma. Yeah, I think Angelica did a fantastic job. And of course, Angelica was the paper designer at Heartfelt Creations for a long time. And she is just so talented. We're so lucky to have her on board. Yeah, with a very fine sandpaper. I would say that, Anita, because of course the structure is not high, but I think that could be a really fun thing to do. I need to write that one down. Here we go. Almost. Then shape the. Okay, that's that. This one I would do a little bit of a kind of see if I can shape the bud a little bit. Yes, you can. Just give it some dimension as well. Perfect. And now the leaf. And of course then you can shape the branch a little bit if you want to. Okay, this. And what I'm going to do, basically what I can do here, because they're smaller leaves, I can just give those a little pinch this way, kind of bend them on the score line. So bend them on the score line and then you turn them over, you take your ball stylus and you do a little kind of, you see, and then you have a beautiful shaped leaf. That is enough for that. And if your leaves are larger, I know, Karen, we feel very, very, very lucky. Very lucky. And again, so the buy it all on elizabethcraftdesigns.eu and .com. You will get a 20% discount on that fall collection. There we go. I know, Cindy, it is a beautiful collection. Oh, Cindy, every time I see your picture, I know where it's taken. Other people. So if you see Cindy Murano there, that's a picture we took in Lake Louise in Banff because Cindy was at the retreat. And we had snow that day. That's the one where we had snow, correct, Cindy? And that's why you see that beautiful turquoise color on the back there. And in the back is the glacier, the Lake Louise glacier. Yeah. Okay. Almost. Oh, I will be done. I will be done. Yeah, super, super, super blessed with Angelica on our team. Hi, Lisanne. Nice to see you here. Lisanne is the daughter from Petra. She makes flowers. She's on a flower team, but they live close together. So they work with the planners, Josette's collection, and the florals together. Because Petra is on the design team for the planners and the flowers, and Lisanne on the Josette's Cute and Whimsical. But since they live so close, they craft, well, you craft together a lot, I think, as well. Regardless if you, well, you know, it would be different if you live far away. But, okay, that's my whole thing. And now I have my, in my braids. But of course, if you want to shape this a little bit, I think if I want to shape this, I would probably make it wet a little bit because it's going to be harder. It's kind of to keep that when you start putting, but it's easy to kind of give some dimension. So if I would put it on a frame, oh, you know, I should actually color the back of this one. No, that's fine because if I put it on the frame, it will be at the bottom anyway. So the picture will be behind it. Okay. I know I have too much flowers, but then I can put them on something else as well, like a different branch. Maybe I even save the, oh, I need to add the, wait, I need to add these. Sorry. Need to add the flower centers before I do that. And how I'm going to do that, oh, look at that. I just love this. Look at that. Oh, you can always watch back at mine now, because if you want to know the colors that I'm using here, because what I tried here, I tried to kind of get to the colors that are in the paper. And I say the colors, I mean, well, it's basically oxides, ground espresso, bundled sage, forest moss, kitsch flamingo, and aged mahogany. Okay, so for the centers, I'm just going to do a little bit of the, you know, Femke, that's something I absolutely thought about yesterday. If you put it up like that, it is a beautiful tree. I absolutely thought about that. And then if you do the smaller flowers on there. So I did think about that yesterday, but I wanted to stay with the original now, so it's going this way. But the tree idea I did have, and I actually thought if you take the smaller one, because a lot of times the blossom tree is kind of, you know, wide as well. So if you take the smaller one, so I did think about that with it, then that smaller one can go this way. And I was thinking if I do one here, one on the other side, and then I would probably, you know, I don't know if I would cut away this branch here, put it there, but then I would have a beautiful blossom tree. Yes, that's a great idea. Thank you for mentioning that, because I forgot about it. I actually been in Japan one day with Mark when the blossoms were blooming. So we saw those gorgeous, gorgeous Japanese blossom trees. That was amazing. My goodness, where have we not been? A lot of countries, but traveled to Australia a few times to teach, to Japan for a show. All great memories, great, great memories. Just put it there, and then I will give it a little pinch at the ends. Just put all the centers there. And I do one. You can easily do 2 or 3, however you want to do it, of course. But this is a lot of fun to do. Hi. You say to Lisanne, yeah. Any crafting this weekend? Mother's Day weekends? What do you want for Mother's Day? Well, I would love to craft with you. That's a smaller one. Goes here. Bigger one. Oh, that has no glue left. Maybe. Smaller one. I know, yeah, I love the colors I did here, I have to say. And it's really because the color choice of Angelica for her paper. I try to kind of mimic that. One left. There we go. Oh, it's getting nicer and nicer. Viewing of the cherries is called Hanami. Oh, it does? I know it's very special. I know it's very special. But yeah, that was great. And they have the beautiful, they have different colors because they have the white blossoms as well. Oh my goodness, it was an experience. And I was thinking I could put a, should I put an extra small one in there? Or I thought about, you know what I thought about as well? But I would do that later. Like add like one little prill in the center. But does that match the paper then? Because I was actually looking at that. She has some light in here, some darker here. Let me try one. Now it's going to be a mess. So I'm going to put these in here. I'm just going to try one. It's interesting that not all cherry trees have pink blossoms. Some have white. Yeah, white. And then I would do a tiny little bit of green in the center, probably. Like some... So this is like... That actually does look nice. Do you see it? Can you see it? Just that little ball in there. Maybe I missed that, but stamped sense with a little dotted flower burst. Maybe I missed, but did you stamp? Oh, no. I did not. The flower scent that's a die. That's a die. So let me put one of those tiny balls in there. So that's the most difficult things I do probably today, because I need to grab those and put them in there. That's the most difficult thing. Oh, you know, I have a thing for that as well. Well, this actually works good. And the white, so the glue is white, but it will dry clear, so you will not see that at the end. I have that glue thing, that the picker upper or something, but I don't think that will work. That will be a sticky mess then. Oh, it's actually not that bad. That tweezer of ours is a miracle tweezer, you see. Don't say that else, because then the next one you will mess up. There we go. Just the tiny dots. Oh, that looks really, really pretty. But then if I want to do that with the smaller ones, I only have 5 minutes left. I want to do a few smaller ones as well. Forgive me if I'm going over a tiny bit. Because I feel the need to implement some of the small flowers as well. And there's still a smaller size, you know that. I do 5. Yeah. And I will take a picture, of course, after, and I will post that so you can zoom in on that. But the dotted center stamp would have been beautiful here as well. You are correct. Zijn dat kleine prils? Yeah, it's the prils. It's the... and I know they're still around. US Art Quest. Why does this have a transparent sticker? But it's US Art Quest, and it is... The black one is called Power Outage. Power Outage. So this first in there. Oh, I actually have 5 centers as well, so that works well. There, then I'm going to give that a little pinch. Oh my goodness, this is fun to do. And I need to finish it because after the live, we're leaving right away. Need to pack my toothbrush, but yeah, that's about it. We don't take that much because it's only one night. Clothes, of course, but clean clothes. But okay, a little pinch here. Oops. Kind of, you know, then you pressure the glue in right away as well. And then another dot. They're hard to find. They are hard to find. You know, where did US Art Quest? I think US Art Quest stopped, but I don't know who took over, honestly. Who took over US Art Quest? Maybe I need to research. You know, I actually have black ones I had in bulk for classes. So black ones I have for the rest of my life. But because I use that in classes all the time. When I teach a class, a flower class, a lot of times I use the frills that I have. Let's glue together. Okay. Done. Done. Oh my goodies. My display in front of me makes me happier and happier and happier. It is just wonderful. Love it. No, we don't sell the pearls. No. Okay, so that goes. Not using that. Okay, so now I'm just going to start building up. And for that, I'm going to use the Kids' Choice glue. Oh, I can take a little sheet for that. Thank you, Melanie. Oh. Time out, Anita, don't say that you don't do anything crafty on Sunday. I don't believe that. I do not believe that. And these ones, I can just start gluing those on. It will be a full branch. I'm going to fill it. Maybe I have one big one left, that I only do 3 big ones. And then I'll go to the middle ones, and then I'm going to stick some. You see, putting it together, that is quickly done, eh? Oh, I have enough for 2 branches, I see now. For sure. I would have had enough for a tree, Femke. Oh, gorgeous. Okay. One of the middle ones there. And the smaller ones as a filler. That is so pretty. And then I need to bring the green in, of course. I think that's enough. Yeah. Oh, I love that. Love that. With Velcro around the dies. Just found some sandpaper with Velcro around the dies and on the blending tool. Oh, I have that. I do have that. Where? I don't know, but I do have that. I don't know where I have it, but I do have that. Oh, here it is. It's a sandpaper circle. Yeah. Yeah, I have that. That would actually be nice for the... Where do I have the refills? I have no idea, but yeah, I do have that. Thank you, Kathy. And now I need to lay it here to dry. It needs to dry on this sheet till the glue is dry. So I'm just going to kind of put some glue on here and just going to kind of hide it in there a bit. And I put glue on the top and in the bottom of the leaves because then I know. And now I see here, you see, I want to have this here. So kind of higher. So I'm just going to lift it up, but I will do that when it's dry, because that will be better. Oh, I want some glue on the top and the front back, because then it kind of glues to the flowers as well. That is nice. Love that. Hey, else. Lift this up. Okay. Let's kind of lift this up a bit. You see what I can do when everything is dry? I can easily kind of, you know, bring that up. So I have the leaves that I want to see kind of on the top. I want to have this over here. Oh, it's pretty. Pretty. I love that. Love it, love it, love it. And I think that's the last leaf I'm going to do. Let me see if I have a balance here going on. I want to pull this up here a bit. Can still do that. That's good. One more here maybe. Oh. Kind of a tiny one there. I need to go to the other side. No, the one at the top needs to go to the other side. This one, and then this I'm going to swift around to the other side. And then I have a perfect balance. There we go. Press on the... So I'm going to leave it to dry on my sheet, because then when it's dry I can easily pull it off. Here. And because I want to have it on the frame, I think I did glue it on here. Of course, when you want to build it on a card, you can do that right away. Oh, that's nice. Okay. Well, you see, when you've done your flowers, that's when it's so easy to put together. And here, I'm going to lift it. You see, has all that beautiful dimension going on. You see, but I'm going to leave it to dry on the sheet. So it's, oh wait, that leaf I need to turn a little bit. Oh, picks up the flower. You stay there. I want to lift this a little bit to the side. Oh, sorry, to the side. Yeah, was too straight up. There we go. Well, that is it. That is, oh, I love doing this one. Love, love, love. And of course, if you make the little bird, oh, I forgot these. Who was yelling at me? Who was yelling at me? Sylvia, Femke, where are you? You would be yelling at me, else you forget something. You forget something. Because that makes it so much more interesting. Look at that. I'm going to put it higher. That adds so much to it. I want it here. Ah. Okay. Oh, I would have been so bummed that I found those after. I would have been so bummed. Look at that, what a difference that makes. Look at that. By adding those flower buds here and here. That is just such a difference. Love that. Oh, beautiful. Okay, I am going to turn my camera around, and when this is dry, I will take a picture. That will be soon. So, yeah, I love doing this. Okay, camera turn again. I want to thank you all for watching. I want to wish you a wonderful weekend. Wonderful, I'm going to say a wonderful women's weekend. And mother of many animals and people. And yeah, have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Enjoy it. Make some beautiful flowers if you want to. Order some beautiful flowers if you want to give yourself a treat. And I'll see you. No, I'm traveling actually. Not next week. You will see me somewhere, but I will be at the expo. Maybe I'll go live from the expo a little bit, but I don't know. But thank you for watching. And